I've waited for so long, I've run aground. I feel I'm burning up inside. Oh, hear me crying. I feel like everyone's alive, and I am dying.
Welcome back, you guys, to our YouTube channel. My name is Julian.
And I'm Mariana.
If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Also hit the post notification button so you guys can be notified every time we post a new video.
And today we are going to talk about my labor story with the boys and the girls. And let's get started.
Alright, so how do you want to start?
So, I'm just going to get to it. In another video, I think I had already talked about when I knew that it was time to go to the emergency room for the boys. Because when we were watching a movie and blah, blah, blah. So anyways.
She's basically going to start when she's at the hospital and she's ready to have birth.
So I was 29 weeks with the twin boys. They wanted to come soon. I don't know why. It was a really high risk pregnancy. Once they found out, my doctor always told me that I was gonna have a C-section. He said that it was impossible to have them natural because they're twins or something.
They're never usually in position.
But they were. Since they're so little, I guess they were already like facing down. But so I went in on Sunday. I stayed there the whole.
Sorry.
On Sunday, I was there Sunday the whole night, and then on Monday all day.
And she couldn't eat anything.
Yeah, they had me on bed rest, so all I could chew was the ice chips.
Why do they make you chew ice chips?
I don't know, just so I won't get dehydrated or something. I don't know. They only let me eat the ice chips, probably just so to be hydrated. You know, like they do that for everyone that's gonna have like surgery and stuff. Like
why?
They don't let you eat. They want you like 24 hours without eating or anything. They gave me some medicine for the contractions because I had them every 5 minutes, was it? I think. And they gave me some steroids for the boys, just in case they came out, they would be stronger.
They were for, like, I guess to make their lungs mature faster.
Yeah. So they gave me the medication to slow down the contractions, and they finally did. So they finally let me eat. But I ate one cookie, and then my water broke. So then the nurse came, and they had already brought me food and the cookie. They told me, you know what? You're not gonna eat no more. And I was like so mad because I was starving.
Yeah, I brought you Carl's Jr. right too.
Yeah, I sent him to go get me Carl's Jr. because that's what I wanted to eat. I didn't like the hospital food. So then he was there with my mom.
I was craving the cookie for some reason. Basically, when the nurse left, I got tempted to eat her cookie. I don't know why, but I made a joke about eating the cookie. You started laughing. Your mom started laughing.
Cause like, watch your mouth, like.
But it wasn't even funny. We were just like, it was just funny for some reason, and we were laughing for like a long time. And while laughing, her other water broke.
Yeah, so, and I was getting contractions more.
So right when that happened, then it was game over.
It was already 2 in the morning. They took me to the OR where, you know, they have me just in case they had to do C-section. Thank God I had them natural, both.
They were in position. So
they were both facing down. So they took me to the OR, and I was already at 9 centimeters. So
I made her laugh.
That's what made me get more contractions, and it wasn't really like painful. It was more pressure. Like I could feel it in my back hurt. I couldn't sleep. That's when they took me in, and they
made me wear like a pajama scrub.
The scrubs.
Scrubs. Oh. They look like pajamas.
So yeah, I was already 9 centimeters, so they were like, wait, it's too late to put the anesthesia on. But they had to, just in case, like, since they were both facing down, and once the one baby gets out, the other one might flip or something might happen, so they might have to do emergency C-section. But they didn't. They were born like around 2 in the morning.
Esri was born first, and then 26 minutes later, Zimri was born. They did spank them. They had to be rushed to the NICU.
Yeah. They didn't even show me. They didn't do that thing where they put your babies right here.
Well, they can't because they're preemies.
I know. So that's what sucks about that.
They had like complications breathing. You know, they had to eat through a little tube. They had to be in the incubator for like
small. They had to
3 months.
warm.
And then from that hospital,
they transferred them to another hospital.
They didn't even let her know. They rushed them to the hospital like another hour away, which is like a special hospital. It's called Valley Children's Hospital. We were there for the whole almost 3 months till the boys were released.
The only thing that sucks now, they didn't have any complications, only like the breathing. Now when they get sick,
today they still have complications. The boys.
Right now they're sick, they're coughing, they had RSV.
And it's hot outside.
Oh yeah.
It's like 130. And they get sick. It's weird, but
it's just a struggle with them because they always get like that. They get croup, they get like pneumonia and all that stuff because of how they were preemies.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that they have, thank God, nothing else. And now.
So that was a story for the boys. Now we're gonna jump into the labor story for the girls.
I was 34 weeks for the girls when I had them. I had
way better.
Yeah, they were already like. I was so happy that they got past the 30-week mark.
Yeah. Since the boys were born early, they treated her second pregnancy with like really high risk. So since the beginning, they were giving her steroids. They were giving her like a bunch of stuff so that
every 2 weeks I would have ultrasounds just to make sure. So that last appointment, they
did an ultrasound to see what position the girls were in right before the appointment came, and one of the girls wasn't in position. So
one was down, but the other one was like across, and like they're stuck. I don't know. It was weird.
They had to make an appointment for C-section.
Well, I was gonna make it. I was gonna make my appointment, like my following appointment. I was gonna make a C-section appointment, but I was already getting contractions at home. So we went to the hospital. I was there like the whole night. I was there for 2 days, and I was already getting contractions like frequently, and these actually like were painful. They're like, okay, let's just go take you to the OR already and deliver these babies. I did have these girls through C-section. I think that was harder for me than the boys' delivery because when they're trying to put the anesthesia, they were
like poked her like
I don't know what they were doing. They're like bending me like different ways, like to reach my back. I don't know how they're doing it, but they couldn't, and they were like trying to make me not laugh, like relax, and I couldn't. I was like just crying. They're like, oh, so you have 2 sets of twins? What? Like, when are you planning to have more? I'm like, dude, don't talk to me right now. I'm like, I'm crying here. I'm freaking out. I'm having contractions, and I can't. If you guys ever have seen how C-sections are done, like when they're putting the needle in your back, they make you like bend, like hug a pillow and like bend.
They do that to open your spine or what?
Yeah, like I think that's what they do. I don't know. But
I was in that little room where they had me waiting, and I waited for like almost an hour. What was going through your mind? Well, nothing. I thought it was just part of the whole thing. It's taking this long. I didn't think it was supposed to.
You think they're already taking out the babies or what?
No, I thought they were like just taking forever. But I didn't know they were poking you and then poking you and then messing up and then poking you and then messing up and then poking you and then poking you and then messing up.
30.
And then poking
Okay.
you. I was in there like.
It did take like an hour.
I was on Instagram.
He was all like Snapchatting himself.
I was live. I was live. Anyways, so yeah, they finally went to go get me. When I was there, they already had her like laying down.
I was like strapped with my
her legs were like this.
My legs?
Yeah.
My legs don't open when they have C-section.
Sorry. Oh, that was with the boys. Never mind. So they just had like a big old blanket. They had like it was like a sheet, a curtain sheet, a blue sheet, curtain, whatever, covering from her waist down, and all the doctors were like.
No, from my chest.
Oh yeah, from her chest. Sorry. Yeah, from her chest, and then I wasn't allowed to see that part, like the whole cutting, and I wouldn't want to see that because I get really grossed out. Anyways, I was just there to hold her hand and just talking to her.
I was relieved that he was
making sure that she was gonna be okay. Telling her that I'm gonna get her some Carl's Jr. Just holding her hand pretty much, and she wasn't really in pain, right? After that shot, you were good.
No, but I did have the oxygen and I couldn't breathe. I was just like hot and I couldn't move. I was like this, like statue. It had me like strapped down just in case something happened. I don't know.
Anyways, so who was born first? Bella, right?
Bella was born first. I heard her like crying.
She was crying.
I was like,
loud.
oh, they started crying even more. I was like, finally.
Yes. And then they finally took Bethany out, and then I think they took a picture of you. I think I took a picture of you.
Well, they took you to
cut their umbilical cord. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I did that. For the boys, I didn't, just because there was no time for any of that. The boys was way more critical. But with the girls, actually let me cut their umbilical cord out. I didn't want to like kiss them like that because okay. they had like they got dipped in milk, horchata, like It's like, bro, all right, yeah.
So they did let
You
me,
know when you like, have you ever put glue in your hand and then it dries and you want to peel off the glue, and it's like, it's kind of satisfying. We should do that one day. Anyways, yeah, I didn't want to, you know, I just kind of looked at them and we're like, all right, you're cute, you know, take them out. And
they did let me take a picture with them this time, like to put them like on my face. But I didn't get that experience where you have them right here in your chest. So.
yeah, but
And then they took them to the NICU too. They were there only for 2 weeks.
they were
Thank
just
God.
learning how to drink their milk because
Like breathing, they were helping them like breathe a little bit. They were helping them. They had the feeding tubes, just like the boys. They were in the light, the blue light.
yeah,
But it was only 2 weeks, so that was pretty much better than the boys. Yeah. So that's our labor and delivery story. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time.
All right.